Hey, how you doing, Sagittarius? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host of this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your weekend and your week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check your sun, moon, rising and Venus sign and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Please take what you like and leave the rest. Thank you to you all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel so far, and please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So what's going on with Sagittarius is Sagittarius. Alright. Okay, I'm hearing no one likes a snitch. Okay, so I don't know if someone snitched on someone, but someone's saying no one likes a snitch. I do see a group of people here that could be complaining or contemplating something here with bad languages flaring up or even negative mental stress, and may need to come to a conclusion or a decision to make. Okay. Does say there has been wishes, or maybe you're a celebrity, or maybe you've been judging being in your head over and over again about certain things that you don't know what to speak about or even say because your complaints have not been heard. Something about your complaints have not been heard. It says someone here wants to see that great news comes to them, but they don't know how to support their ideas fully with everything that they have got going on, but they don't know where to go or what to do. So let's see what else is going on. Lessen the problem. It does say many of you are trying to control or manage a situation or even lessen a problem. Okay. Maybe if you've got someone that's trying to help you control the situation. It's taking its time. It does say winning an award is something that you may want to see. So you may want to win some type of award as well. There could be some conflicts. It does say ideas are there for you to see. Brilliant ideas are there. And 1 week later, you would have seen, you have studied something that is going to be worthwhile talking about or even mentioning. It does say sometimes you see commitments are an issue in your mind or even at work. And sometimes your work is making fun of you or making you feel like you're left out. Or maybe even talking too much about people that are there and wondering if they will speak about it or even speak to you about things that you've got going on. It says time and time again, I see that problems are there with your work or even your clarity in regards to how you're working or even things that you have said to me. I just wonder how you are coping or how you're doing. Okay. All right, so someone could be wondering how you're working or how you're doing. Someone could be complaining, or there has been complaints in the past and there's a perspective now of what to show or what it is that you're doing or what it is that you're saying or how you're coping or how you're dealing with something. It does say people don't know how to support everything, but they wonder how poor judgments can help them as well, or things of that nature. It says time and time again, you see that problems will not be solved overnight, or people playing mind games will never help you. But it does say one weak woman could be warning them not to speak about things, or maybe even certainly giving you support is not really ideal, but I could send many people to you to talk about things or help you to surprise yourself with what's going on. It says one day at a time though. I see I need to work on what it is that I need or who to support or how to support them. I never knew that bad news was there, but I heard good karma was coming to you, and I realized that blessings are on its way. So certainly wouldn't want to award you with things, but certainly want to say that I have blessings to give you, and I want to speak of those things today. Okay, so maybe you're getting some type of awards or blessings. Okay, it does look like there's some give and take here as well, some give and take with some ideas here. Someone is worshiping you or worshiping the ground you walk on, or wanting to know that they can see things from a nine-mindedness, maybe feeling frightened or scared of something that they say could happen, or even see that blessings could come to you or even them, and they wonder how it could come to them if they're warning themselves to speak to you in negative ways, or even see personally that they have blessings coming to them, so they have to warn themselves to speak to you kindly, or even seeing that judgment is there, so people are warning you not to speak, but they see things in a way that you do, but warn you not to speak about things in a way that you want, ideally not wanting you to see everything is an Aquarius or even a Sagittarius like yourself, or maybe even you self-talking yourself into something that you don't know could happen. It says nine-mindedness is there for someone, or I feel scared. Possibly not wanting to feel scared, but I do feel scared. And it could be an Aquarius or a water sign female, or even someone that's telling them off or telling them that they shouldn't speak about each other in bad ways, or maybe even warning each other that they need to spark conversations with each other to support their ideas instead of putting everything on Front Street, or even arguing a lot. It does say a lot of you guys could be arguing or spreading rumors or lies about decisions or things that you need to sort out or even surprise yourself with, because problems are there with people. And it doesn't say it's good, but it does say good karma is coming as long as you see past the issue or the ignorance or the sex abuse or even problems with words that have been said, with problematic situations that are there, with problems that have come up lately or recently. It says time and time again people will spread rumors, gossip and lies about me, but I'm not going to scare away anyone that wants to speak about it. Who's going to talk up who and what the hell's going on, and when do you want to hear from me? Because I could talk about you all day long and I'm never going to be scared of what it is that you have to say. Okay, that could be your energy, Sagittarius, or you could be dealing with a water sign, an air sign, a fire sign, or earth sign. So any star sign, really. So let's see what else is going on. It says 999. I don't know who's going to call it, but someone's going to call it one day. And I realize if I call it, then you're not going to speak to me. But if you call it, then I'm going to speak to you. Someone's going to call 999, but they don't know how to process this information in the minds of others. It does say warning. Someone could be telling someone to do this, or even spreading rumors or lies that it could happen. It says someone here is going to call it if someone keeps creating havoc or a fight. It does say bad news for whoever is speaking about it directly to their mind or telling themselves that it's going to happen. It says brethren, do you know who you are dealing with? I wouldn't want to call these people, but what if I have to call them on you? I would not want to hear that I'm calling them myself. So who are you and why are you talking about things in my life or my family? Okay, could be dealing with an earth sign. If not, this is you guys as fire signs. If not, it could be another fire sign. Okay, or there could be two earth signs here. It does say warning, smoke weed and see what happens, because I will tell you off one day. If you want to hear that I'm told off, make sure that you tell your friends first who you're fucking with, because I'm not fucking with any of you, and any of you fuck with me or mine, there's going to be a problem. Okay, so excuse the profanity, make sure your children are not in the room, honey. But it does seem like someone is pretty peed off and, you know, is cursing. It does say someone is warning someone not to speak about any bad news or to get involved with anything that's got their name on it, or even spreading rumors or lies about their name. It says you probably don't want to speak to me after you see me, or if you deal with me, I'm not going to hear about you speaking to me. Just wonder where I could catch you or see you doing something that you're not supposed to do. And I wonder if I can say that I've seen you, so therefore I could say it is you. It says someone here wants to push you into a bad problem, or push a friend of a friend into a bad problem around you. It does say warning if you are dealing with a Scorpio or even a Leo or even a fire sign or an earth sign. It says one of you guys may not get good karma. It says one of you are dealing with me and I have to deal with you in definite visions of problems. And someone could be dealing with some type of visa as well. It does say bad news for whoever's speaking about a problem with the person that has a problem. It does say someone here wants to speak about negative energy all day or all year or all round. Excuse me. It says someone here does not know how to speak to someone and will steal from them or take from them one day. But it does say causing a concern is a negative man here that wants to stir up trouble anytime he can see or hear it, or even laugh at it and make fun of it. It does say he warns himself not to speak, but he is causing havoc around friends or members of their family or people around them. It does say he will create drama or maybe even innocence inside his mind, and maybe create even more drama in the minds of others. He does want to say he has feelings for someone and wants to cause them harm in their mind anytime he can catch some information or some details about things coming up that he needs to see or speak about, or even follow to make more fun of the situation. He does not know how to speak clearly in his mind about things that he wants, but he does know how to support everything that is negative, bad, or evil. He may not even speak about bad news all the time, but he does know he's definitely giving great information to help someone tell the person off, or even help the person tell them off. It does say that someone here understands what's going on, but doesn't want to know that bad news is there. And always this person will realize that someone is trying to play mind games. It does say someone keeps playing mind games with her, this female, this ideal female of mine, my female here, this woman that always speaks a lot around you. And it does say, I know this because I create havoc in my mind to laugh and make fun of them. But I will notice myself, inside myself, I'm speaking a lot about them too. I don't want to hear that they're really in the mad state of mind that they keep talking about. But I laugh and I make fun of them so much that I can't hear myself think. It may not even be funny, but I laugh to the hell, moon and stars and can't wait to see what problems arise. Okay, this could be an air sign person. It could be a water sign person. It could be a fire sign person. Could also be another earth sign person. Okay, it does say liability is there for someone to cause a karmic value system. What if it's happening around them? Wouldn't know if it's happening, but what if it is happening around them? I've seen this too many times now to hear that it could be a problem out there. But what if it is a problem out there and I can't even see or even hear myself think, because the mayhem in my mind right now is causing me grief. I wouldn't know who's in trouble or what's going on. But what if I realize that there's no smoke without fire? And what if the fire is burning too far beyond my understanding, comprehension, or even reach? I just need to know who is it that's having a problem. So someone here just seems to be very nosy. Okay, it could be a air sign or Cancerian. It does say laughter is there with you, Sagittarius, as well, that want to know what's going on with people, or maybe even see what's going on with yourself without the wind blowing too far in your way. It says sometimes you see things before you see or hear things before you hear it, and you wouldn't know why it's happening. It says sometimes you realize that your spirit is telling you off, or that you need to create drama or even cause for concern for whoever's been judging you so that you can judge them too. It does say when you see blood, then it's going to be a problem. Someone here wants to create more information to say that someone is going to have bad news. It says 999. Something needs to happen for me to see that. I would love to know when this is happening. So I don't know if someone is kind of like threatening someone, or if someone is just calling out bad information in their mind to laugh about it and make fun of the situation. It says it's causing concern amongst friends or family members or people that know a particular person that's always lying and speaking about negativity and always wants to be seen or heard. It could be an air sign man or even an air sign female. It does say one of you guys are dealing with loyalty to the other. So it does say one of you guys deal with loyalty to another person that may be marked as a liberty taker or a liar, or maybe even the person that always speaks that the other person is going mad. Just ignore them. Okay. It says lesson has been learned. People are saying hello to whoever they want to speak to these days. I want to know who I can talk to one day and tell myself that it may not even last long before she gets harmed in her head. I realize this because what if I want to harm her too much one day to the point I'm harming myself? Even when I'm evil or I'm mad, I always look at who's going to potentially be mad at me. I realize I'm not speaking about anyone more than I need to, but I want to know who the hell is who, and I'm trying to work on who the hell is who right now with all this evil that I have inside of me, trying to figure out who the hell is who, because I'm not going to allow people to talk about me and just feel like they're going to get away with it. It says this air sign man is not going to allow people to talk about him and get away with it. It does say a water sign female and an earth sign female may not have anything to do with it. It says the fire sign man here doesn't really understand everything that's going on. But it does say, warning, if you are that fire sign man, someone wants to kill the hell out of your mind, or even tell you off, or tell you many things over and over again to let you know that it's on. Someone wants to drown you in your pain or tell you off. It does say many times over you've seen this, or you don't want to see it, or it is another fire sign. It does say some of you guys may not even want to hear bad news, but you will hear that someone is telling you off behind the scenes, or even speaking negatively about you behind your back. It says some of you are going through many times over some fraud or some witness problems, or even seeing people out there going through bad times. It says sometimes you maybe even be listening to music with bad slurs or information on it, or maybe even things of that nature, with your mind telling you that your time has come to hear no more. It says some of you guys are listening to workload information that you have to study or look into. It says some of you guys may even be looking at the TV or watching a movie. It says some of you guys are going through many different things that don't relate to you fully, but some of these things do completely. It says sometimes you just got to realize when you are going through the issue, it's not always you, but it could be someone else's problem, or even drama that could be connected to you, or even for you to have premonitions, or even thoughts, feelings, or even ideally perspectives or visions to see what's going on clearly. It says sometimes you realize it's not always the case with you, but you realize what's going on and the clues that will happen to match your points of view. It says sometimes you realize nothing is set in stone and people just want to lie and gossip or talk too much, but you don't know where it's going. It says one of you are going through it, or two of you may be going through it, or three of you may be going through it, or four. It says many of you could be going through something outdoors, where some of you are studying things on the indoors and watching TV channels or shows, or even seeing things that you have written down, or even books that you are writing, and the perspective that is there. Okay, so let's see, anything else going on? It says laugh because no one is making fun of no one, but all this time good karma is happening, and love life is certainly going to happen in a good way. Certainly wouldn't want to warn myself bad news is coming all the time, but I need to see what it is that I need to speak about, or even write down and figure out who is who and what is what. Some of you guys could be working on things and writing things down to figure out what is what. Okay, or it could be an earth sign person around you. Okay, it does say some of you are dealing with many things in your mind, and magician energy is there to completely solve ignorance or solve problems or complete tasks. It does say brilliant ideas are working on you and working with you to support your ideas and probably give you solutions to your problems. It does say many things over and over again could slyly give you time after time nervousness, or even things that you're going to support in your mind to poorly give karma to yourself, or even judge yourself sometimes, because the way you think about things is sometimes in relation to who you are. So sometimes I realize that, and I'm looking at things in my mind now. What is it that I could put down and write a very good, intelligent confirmation of my talents, my skills, or even my knowings and my dealings with people and others, and my perspective? I just want to know who knows who and what knows what and where it goes from here. What perspective is this that I'm trying to understand? So someone wants to understand someone's perspective, or maybe even a perspective that they're trying to write an account about. Okay. All right, so let's see what else is going on, Sag. It says love letters is something that I want to see. I want to hear more about love letters. There could be an Aquarius that wants to hear about love letters, or an earth sign that wants to hear about love letters. Okay. And wants to know where it's going. Okay. So sometimes I realize I get too involved with people and their drama, and I put myself first. Where are they? What's going on? And who's going to help me with what I need to know? Okay. It could be an air sign that wants to know this. It could be Cancerian that wants to know this, or an earth sign. It does say sometimes people get too involved in other people's business to the point where they're not even existing in the communication of what's going on in your life or in your mind, but people around you are talking or gossiping or wanting to know what's going on with you. Okay. It does say love life is something that I had once upon a time, but I don't want everyone to be a part of my love life, so walk away and spell your own name or see your own drama. Don't want to hear from you. I already told you, I don't want to hear from you. Okay, so maybe a water sign doesn't want to hear from you, or someone else around you. Okay, or someone that you know. Or this could be you walking away. It does say wonderful things can happen when you see good karma comes to you, because certainly not everyone should propose an invitation in your lifestyle or in your business. It says, Sag, you do see that people keep nosying in your problems or in your business. It does say great news is there for you to wonder if you can look and leave the person out and let them see that nothing's set in stone, but people are always laughing or making fun of you, and some of them are even looking to what's going on behind your back. Some don't even know you, but some do, and wonder what's going on with you. It's got to be a good time for you. After all, there is some things that you know that are happening. Good sex is something that you want, or even celebrating things is something that you need, or even things that you know that you are doing and just enjoying your life right now, chilling by the weather changes, or the summertime, or even the sun, or even in your deck chair, or even lying down and having a drink, or even seeing that great sex is something that you want, or even loving on yourself so much so to the point you just have great fun. Laugh, because you do. You just have so much great fun. And I see this. It's not me that has a problem. It's just people always telling me what's going on with her. So, you know, someone just nosy up in your business, Sag. Or maybe you are nosy in someone's business. But it does look like someone's nosy up in somebody's business. But they see you're having a great time, or you've been having a good time in your life. Or maybe you've been seeing they've been having a good time in their life. Or maybe it could be your perspective of what you see, you know, in regards to what you look at on the telly, you know, so, or your computer screen, or maybe looking back at memories and photos and stuff like that, or seeing other people's photos. But I feel like someone here is looking more into other people or someone else. So let's see what else is going on for Sag. Love yourself, because I know I can't love you, but I love myself though, and I'm not going to stop loving me. I support you, whatever you're doing out there with whoever. I support you. I love you for that, because I can't give you that, but I love you for that. Okay, could be dealing with a water sign here. It says no one's set in stone in their mind about who it is. It does say obviously many people are looking at you in this way. Some of them regret who you are and what you're doing and how you live your life. It does say some of you are dealing with water signs, some of you are dealing with earth signs, some of you are dealing with Sagittarius energy, likely yourself, or even looking into things that you regret with other people, telling you that someone could be having a great time. It does say some of you are wondering how good this person is or how bad they are. It could be an air sign or a water sign. It does say some of you are going through it and wonder where this person is and what they're up to, and how you can support your mind, telling them off, or maybe even putting them down, or even stroking your ego, or even smoking or drinking while you're looking into the situation. It does say one of you have time off in your mind to say that you did it. You sent someone an email, a text message, or even a verse, or even some information to repeat, or even say and see if it came true. It says it never came true, but it never will come true, as long as this person knows how to speak about things they want to do in their own life, and whine and moan about things they know they don't want to be in relation to you or where it's going with you. It says time and time again, you keep seeing what you want and what you want to hear. I wouldn't want to hear you're doing great. And it could be you that could feel this way about someone. But it does say, warning, you do work with another female that may not like you very much, but it's also telling you what to say or what to do. It does say both of you need to speak less about a person, or to drive more into your mind about your own problems or your own status. It does say business of your own, or even things of that nature. It says time and time again, the earth sign will push you into revenge, or even probably solving problems of their own. It says many times over, they need to see what's going on in their own mind, or even in their own life. It does say many of you are dealing with stress, or even people that are having great news of success in their life, or maybe even not knowing whether or not this is the case. So some of you are very arrogant right now in regards to people's business, or maybe even wanting to know what's going on with others. It does say stress related issues are there, or problems are there with people that you don't want to see or even talk to in their minds, or even directly, but at times you do and at times you don't. It says, I hate the hell out of you. Just wouldn't want to hear that you're always looking for me. When are you going to realize that you don't need to speak to me, don't want to hear from you, don't want to deal with you? It says a water sign or a fire sign or an air sign person. It does say some of you guys are dealing with people that don't even want to address the situations with you or even see what's going on with you directly, or what's going on with words that they say to themselves, or even things that they've been talking about to their minds. It says sometimes they don't want to see you or see you intervene or involve yourself in things that they've got going on in their private affairs. Okay, so let's see what's going on with work. Oh, wait a minute. It does say someone here is warning you, don't speak again, but you smoke too much or drink too much, or maybe you even tell yourself that you have great news when you don't. It does say Leo does this to the Cancerian, or even a water sign, or even a nervous player. It does say someone here doesn't want to speak, but someone is drinking, smoking, or even smelling a lot, or even telling themselves that they've got to bathe. It does say some of you guys realize that you have to support your mind with things that you've got to do. It says sometimes you realize everything is going to be helpful to the other person, but what if you need to support your mind with other things that you've got to do? It does say many times over, people are always talking about people that they don't know, or what it is that they don't understand. Many times over, they need to see who they are or what's going on or how to support their own ideas. Probably not judging anyone, but seeing where it's going or how to support them with their mind or their heart or their head. It says some of you guys are dealing with things in a way that you can see that good karma is coming and wonder where it's going with people that are talking about you. But you have to laugh it off if it's not you. And if it's you, then you have to figure out why it's happening. It does say many of these things are trying to warn you that you shouldn't speak about things that don't concern you. But it does say some things do concern whoever it is that's speaking about things in ways that they can call out things and talk about it in line with what they do for their work. It says sometimes people are talking about their work relations or matters concluding things that they know about or even speak about with why they have to speak about it. It says it's not always to do with you or even concerning of you. So why do you need to know everything that's going on in my mind or in your life concerning you when it doesn't concern you, if it doesn't concern you? It says, when will you learn not to speak to me and not to deal with me in ways that I've told you? Don't talk to me if you know that it doesn't relate to your problems. Give yourself a hand and move on if you don't feel like it relates to you. Other than that, I will address the things that I need to address in relation to what it is I'm doing in my work. And I will speak about things that people want to hear. And if they want to know it, they will listen. If they don't want to listen, they don't have to. But move on, whoever is not agreeing with what it is that I have to say, or even speak about it directly to me because you have a problem. If it is not yours, then don't speak to me. If it is yours, then don't speak to me. If you want to talk about it, talk about it. But I will not have anyone being rude near me or around me or even telling me that I've got drama to deal with, because your problem is your own. And I don't want to speak to you if you have problems of your own to tell me that I've got problems with you and then I have to tell you off and tell you, well, it's your business. It's not mine. Deal with it however you want to. Okay, that could be a water sign. Okay, it could be you, Sag. It could be anyone. It does say sometimes you have a perspective of a nine-minded angel, or maybe even a person that could probably say something to you and never regret it, but always follow up with regrets. It says someone here really has a personal problem. It does say, I realize I have one, but I don't want to say it. And what if I do have this problem with my person? I won't want to talk to you about it, but I realize someone here is talking about me and I see this now. Someone here is cursing me and letting me know I have a problem. But then I realize I don't want to tell them off. I will just see that they have a problem too. I'm going to tell them off one day because I realize I've seen that there's a problem with me or a problem with them on why they don't like me or why they don't kiss me, sleep with me, or even hug me anymore. And I realize what the hell is going on. Is this what I've been hearing? That this person doesn't like the way I look or even the way I speak about things to myself or even the way I smile or the way I have a problem with whoever they are? Because what if I was to tell them that they had a problem, then they wouldn't like it. It does say word of mouth, because whoever's saying this may not always know what your personal issue is, but it does say they know things about things or people. And whoever's speaking about you is not speaking directly to you. They may be speaking to someone else, or maybe even gossiping, laughing, or making fun of you. It does say some people will study situations, look into their work, or even smile at what's going on and say, well, it's not you, it's not me, but it could be someone else. And it does say, warning, you don't have to spread lies or rumors or talk to anyone about it, but you do have to look into your own problem and deal with your own situation and address it how you want to. Okay. Anything else for Sag in relation to work? It says work is going to be very profound or very negative or very mindful. It does say some people don't agree with everything, but it does say some people understand the perspective and will move past it and not say a word. It does say some people will look into things in detail in their mind and understand where it's going and wouldn't want to say anything. It does say wonderful things are happening with your work and blessings are there and good karma is there and wonderful things are happening with your words or even your ideas. It says some of you greatly understand things and push forward information to help the others understand who they are, or even personally give themselves better credit, or even lies, or even liabilities, or even strengthen them in their convictions, or even their sexual preferences. It says some of you guys are dealing with all sorts of different kind of jobs, and pay attention to many things that you can support your ideas with, or put yourself back in the same place, and laugh because you have great news in regards to your work. Even though it may be slow or stagnant sometimes, it does say good karma is there with your work overall, and you see that blessings are there from now until October or November or even further on. It says sometimes great news is going to be there always, and you'll see a perspective of blessings as long as you understand what it is that you're going through and looking forward to blessings in your own life. I will see that blessings come to you too. Could be dealing with a Pisces or a water sign or just someone's perspective. Okay. So let's see what's going on with business. Business is booming. Stress less, because business is practically booming. Well, look at you. You know how to really make some time in your mind to say that you do stuff. And you really do stuff in a way where you can cosmically calm credit issues for yourself. Or maybe even say that you did something enough to say that you didn't want to, but you now know how to support yourself with ideas of what could happen in the next 2 weeks, 2 months, or a year. It says time has come for you to understand everything that's going on. And mainly you understand why you needed to do something, say something, or file something, or give attention to something to say that you now know what's going to happen. It says some of you guys are dealing with your work and your ideas and pretty much want to know what's going on with the lethal matters that could come up in the next 2 weeks or a month, or even let you know that it's not going to work out or it is going to work out for you. It says time and time again you see things and you want to work on it and take your time. And maybe even look at how you can solve the problems on your own, or steal the ideas back and say you did something that's going to support your ideas and put you back in the same place, or not. It does say not, because you'd rather not go back down the same road that you came from that may have given you negative nightmares or even karma or ideas that could have harmed you. Okay, it does say people will see you and not see you, or even work with you and not work with you, but some people will, and some people will let you know that you are on a good path or not let you on the good path, or make you see that you can be, but you have to work for it. It does say someone is trying to warn you that great news is coming, but they can't see what's going on completely right now. It says some of you are dealing with stress related issues and don't want to hear that bad news is coming, and warn yourself that blessings are on its way. But what if you told too much of the truth, or even too much of a lie? What if someone doesn't want to give you enough time or even money or even pay you enough to say that it's going to work out? It says some of you may be in trouble, or some of you are dealing with idiotic creating havoc, or maybe an idiot creating havoc. It says someone here doesn't know how to make a mistake, do they? Do I see this correctly? Someone here is warning me that they've told me that they've given enough to make enough, or even make enough to give enough. It does say someone here doesn't understand why, but someone here is warning themselves, don't speak. I am trying to see which way it can go or how I can work on it. It does say warning, I am trying to see how I can support myself and my family. So when I do get the information, I am trying to see how I can support myself and whether or not I can help myself figure out what's going on. So some of you guys could be the one figuring out what's going on. Some of you guys are dealing with water signs that feel this way. Some of you guys are dealing with earth signs, or even other fire signs like yourself. Okay, Anything else? It says some of you are dealing with war in your mind, waiting for something to come true, or waiting for something to be delivered to you, or remembering what it is that you've done, or even putting forth what it is that you said you could do, and saying that you could do it, and you did it, and you worked on something, and now you're laughing or making fun of the situation, or even seeing that you can just wait and see what happens. It does say warn you have to see what happens so that you can sponsor the idea and give yourself back to the news that you thought could happen, or even the ideas that you thought was not going to happen, or even things that you know could happen but you don't know if it's going to happen until it happens. It says some of you are dealing with worst case scenarios than your work telling you you won't make enough or have enough. Some of you are communicating that you will have enough and you understand this. Some of them are helping you to see where you're going and where you went wrong. Some of them are trying to tell you where you're doing right and where you're not doing right. Some of them are telling you how you can support yourself and push past a problem. Some of them are dealing with so much inside your mind in regards to how you view things, see things, or even know things in relation to your spirit angels and guides. It says some of you guys are dealing with spiritual curses or even things that you know inside yourself that could potentially put you in problems or help you out of a difficult situation. All right. Right. Let's see what's going on with the love life. Love life, Sag. Sag is not going to be given any bad news in relation to their love life. It does say warning, there could be some regrets here with the way you've looked at things or stole the attention of someone. It does say someone is in a perspective of shock, horror, or even frightened, or even fears for their life, or even fame and fortune could carry them into a next victory or even a next nightmare. So someone here is frightened to be a celebrity or knows they want to but doesn't know how to support their idea anymore. So some of you are dealing with celebrity illnesses that have crept up in your mind about who you are, and now you know that you can't handle the fame and the fortune, or don't know where to go with it because people are being blamed or being mean or being rude or even being scared of who they are. It says some of you are seeing this with fortune and figures out there that don't know how to support their mind. It says many of you are dealing with different scenarios of stress related issues or sexual problems or stress related to problematic situations or how you can cope. It says many times over you need to support your mind with many things that you do want to know or can help your mind to heal. It says you love yourself too much and I want to know where it's going. I need to understand who you are. At times I just want to know, where are you going with your life and who are you? How can you talk to me in a way where you're going to tell me off and then one day you just keep quiet? So someone here wants to know why you're so silent. Okay, this person wants justice. This person don't know which way to go. This person wants to reunite and remember how it is that you could be quiet but want to know if you're going to be open-minded to what it is they want to say or want you to speak about. Okay. It does say some of you guys know your lover is there and want to know that you have great news. Winding down and honing into friends and family is going to protect you from karma or jury problems. It does say jury problems because some of you guys may need to go to court or maybe even need to see that you have court cases that you have been delivered from. So some of you guys know that you have problems in your mind and you're speaking about which way to go about how to solve issues. Some of you guys are dealing with murder or even threats or even people that have gone into your mind and harmed it. It does say many of you are dealing with so many different scenarios, it wouldn't be worth discussing everything, but it does say some of you guys do need to look into your perspectives and even hear yourself at times and how you can cope with many things that have been going on, or even stuck in a perspective of people that are selling themselves into karmic situations with lovers that always want to pretend that they're in love but don't know how to support the situations, with a perspective of someone that is having an affair or maybe even speaking about it or just doesn't know if it's happening. It says love making skills are something I want to know and how I can support it, or who the hell is my partner, when's my partner going to be here and how I can support them. When am I going to get a new one? When am I seeing my friends again? When am I going to support that? When am I going to give to this event or even these emails or these text messages? When am I going to see that? So many of you want to see so many different things happen right now. You know, it might not even have anything to do with love, where it does have a lot to do with love in other ways of, you know, viewing the scenarios or the situations. Okay. Some of you guys are waiting for a new lover. Some of you guys are just more into your friends or your commitments with your work and maybe even events and stuff of that nature. See what's going on with the singles. So singles don't want to hear that bad news is coming, but bothersome energy is there with a problem with a female energy is what I see. I see I'm bothered, and I want to know why I'm so bothered. I know that females can be negative at times, and I want to know why I feel this way. But I just need to understand why I think so many females can be bad for me. And I'm not certain why, but I know sometimes females can be negative, and I get it. Why are they so negative? Okay. All right. So someone could be, you know, looking at females right now. It could be an air sign, it could be a water sign, it could be an earth sign, it could be any star sign, it could be even you guys. All right. What else is going on with singles? So some of you guys are dealing with single problems, or even problems with people that don't know how to speak, but they will speak if they feel like it. It does say some of you guys want a relationship but realize it's not worth it if it's not going to be loyal to you. So some of you guys realize you don't even want to get involved in a relationship right now because you see problematic people everywhere, and you just don't want to address the situation or even give yourself time to think. It does say some of you guys really do know that there is problems, but you don't even want to hear it right now, and you just want to continue to look into what you feel like it means to be loved, or even sex, or even helped with other things that you could do to support your love life, but not really being in a full-blown relationship. Okay, so let's see what's going on with those in a relationship and in love. So some of you guys poorly judge relationships and may even see that your problems are not there with your spouse right now. It could be left out or even made done for, or maybe feeling like you just feel alone or even sad, or maybe not even feeling well right now enough to communicate with your person. So some of you guys are going through many different things, but you do know that your problems are not solved overnight. And it does say some of you guys will witness good karma coming in the next 2 weeks to a month, but some of you have to leave the situation to unfold. Some of you just got to love on your person from afar or at a distance, or work hard to communicate with your person in a better way. Strengthen the relationship and make sure your relationship is justified with good karma, and love life will certainly be on the right track or the right page. Some of you guys are dealing with your person in the good ways that you want to see and in the ways that you would like to see it happen. Some of you guys are communicating in relation to your work and how you've studied or looked into things that you are doing at home. Some of you guys are seeing a lot of things with your person's growth and their attributes or their commitments to the home and nurturing the family or the children. Some of you guys are dealing with many different things and see that your love life is going to be certain and very much abundant, and the gestures that are coming in to support your family are going to put you on the right path. Okay, so let's see what's going on with marriages. Marriage couples, Sagittarius. Marriage is there for you all to get married, and you are both getting married someday. I see this and I feel it. I feel like there's marriage coming in soon. Okay, it could be an earth sign that feels like there's marriage coming in soon, or a father figure that feels like there's marriage coming in soon, or a friend, or just someone that's supportive that's there. It does say some of you guys realize you are getting married and you're moving forward with this in the next 2 weeks to a month. Some of you guys will see that you want to know that the Cancerian is going to help you with this, because you've seen that they don't really want to hear you in your mind about sexual energy or problems that you've had in your mental health. Some of you guys realize you don't want to see the Cancerian again, or don't want to support them with their mind because they've got poor issues or judgment written all over them, or they don't know which way to go with their love life, or certainly know which way to go with marriage. Okay, anything else in regards to marriage? Some of you guys are just working on your marriage and moving forward. Some of you guys really realize that your sex life is so important to your lover, and you really have blessings on its way and drama-free love lives, and many times over good karma with your health and your wealth in your marriage as well. It does say a lot of you are speaking a lot to your spouse and talking about things that you can agree on and discuss and sort out, and maybe even murmur I love you from time to time in the relationship. It says suddenly you realize your problems are not there. It does say beautiful energy is there for Sagittarius if they want to kiss and make up right now, or certainly have the awards in their mind to gift their partner, or even send their partner on a vacation or a dream holiday, or maybe even say I love you more and more and more and more. Snuggle buddies. It sounds like good energy is there in the marriages. It does say beautiful energy overall is there for Sag, and suddenly they realize that lovemaking skills is something that they want more and more as they take the time to eat and remember each other and unwind and drift away into the sun, or even look into blessings that are coming into their life in November. It says good news is there for Sag, and very good news at that. Your lover is supportive and wants to help you, or even wants to see that when your wedding day comes, it's going to be perfect. It does say blessings are on its way to you, and cheers if you did it. You've got good karma coming. Your lover wants to speak to you or send you a message saying I love you. Wow. So let's see what's going on with individuals. What's going on with Aries and Sag? Aries doesn't want to harm you or hurt you. Right now, they feel like love and light is there to please their mind and help them with their lover, and really help them to grow and understand their lover. They see that blessings are on its way, and drama-free energy is there to communicate good news. It says blessings is there to communicate good news because they want to see that blessings are always there to communicate great news. It says they try all the time to communicate with you, and they don't know how at times, but they realize they have to work towards this and see that blessings are going to continue to murmur the good fortune that could come to them in the later on weeks, years, or months, or even when you both come together and agree on things that are going to secure a brighter future or your love life. And certainly wouldn't want to see you stressed, unharmed, or harmed or unwell. It says some of you guys are dealing with blessings and some of you guys are dealing with curses, but it does say one or two of you are not doing so well, where all of you or the rest of you are doing brilliant with your Aries. Okay. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. Sag and Taurus. Sag is not feeling like Taurus is doing that great right now, but sees that they do know how to speak about things coming to them or even working out one day. It says certainly wouldn't want to see you harmed or unwell. Just want to see that you have better news to give yourself one day. Laugh, because I know that you can cheer up one day and see better news come to you. Don't speak to me if you don't have any good news, because I want to hear you cheer up. Do good for yourself and live for today and not for the now in your sadness and in your drought, or even in your mind telling yourself that you can't do it. Do good by yourself and look good in the eyes of me and in the eyes of others, because you're doing great. And I do want to hear that you're doing very well. So speak about those things and talk about good affirmations in your love life. I certainly want to hear that you're doing well. Okay, so Taurus, you want to hear, Sagittarius, you may want to hear Taurus is doing well when they're not feeling so great right now. It does say they see themselves better in the next 2 weeks, so they will pick up speed and start speaking about great things again. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Gemini and Sag. Okay, Gemini and Sag. Gemini hates you but doesn't really want to speak about it. They just realize they've got to stop speaking to you in negative ways, and they're stopping themselves right now as they grow in their mind about things they need to do. They're seeing that they don't need to speak to you in bad ways. They just want to karmically give you pleasure and hope for the best for you, and hope that witness in your mind is going to be good for you one day when you need a witness of something. It says a witness because they know that you did something wrong or said something wrong or may not have challenged you enough, but they do know they want to challenge you, or they may not want to. They realize they don't need to and support the idea and put back in their mind good karma, so they can support many things over again and tell themselves that good karma is coming. They wouldn't want to harm you, hurt you, but they realize they could if they wanted to. They just got to see that blessings are coming to you and wonder if they can speak to you in blessed ways to support your whining and your moaning, and give yourself good karma in your mind to support who you are. They don't need to speak to you, but at times they want to, and they realize they don't know how to speak to you or support you, but they do know that they love you and care about you, so they want to know if great news is going to happen to you one day, and they see that blessings could come to you as long as they support their mind and give themselves time to ease off the negative stress that they've been feeling recently in their lives, or in their problems, or in their mind, or in their hearts, or even in their conviction or in their nervousness. They just need to see that problems are no longer there with them, and even with you, and want to walk away from the drug use or the problems or the situations that they've been in their mind. They just realize that they don't have problems with you or don't want to see or even burden you with it. They're just trying to walk away and nervously walking away too, but they don't know how to support their mind fully. So they will probably drag you into it one day, but maybe they won't. And at times they will see that blessings can come to you and move on. So let's see what's going on with Cancerians and Sag. Cancerian doesn't want to hear from you and really doesn't want to hear from you. They really just want to see that blessings come to them, but they warn themselves, don't speak. I see when it happens, when I hear it happens, or when it can happen. I just don't want to speak. When I realize I have put out enough energy to see what I want, I will deal with whatever it is that I want. I will time the situation to see when it happens. I just don't know what to get involved in and how to get involved in it. But I know it's there, and when I do, I will see it. I just don't want to deal with you right now, and I see that. So Cancerian doesn't want to deal with Sag. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Leos. Leo does not know how to support their head and their mind at times, but they do know that they could support their mind with other things. And grieving and hurting is something that they do often, but they don't know where to go with it or how to let go of it. Sometimes they see things or hear things in their mind telling them off, or even telling themselves that they need to stop that, or through parents or even family members helping them to stress free, or even let go of negativity or nervousness. They just need to let go of problems in their mind and help themselves to good, better feelings, or even fortune of grief, let go of, or even problematic situations removed from their life. They will have better news when they see blessings come to them. So let's see what's going on with Virgo and Sag. Virgo dumped you, but it says sometimes you have to realize why. Virgo is dumping you to see blessings come into your life, but it does say warning, you do have to see why. It's a blessed energy for you to see why. They just can't understand you all the time, and they realize they don't need to speak to you or even understand you. They just realize they're not going to give up, and they do know that. They just don't want to give up in their mind about things that they want to do. Really looking into things that they want with you and don't want with you at the same time, because it's not going to be worth them looking into you always. But they realize they don't want anything to harm you or anything to hurt you. They just really love you and care about you. They just wonder what it is that they saw in you or had with you years ago, or even months ago, or even weeks ago. They just wonder what it is that they could do to support you, or maybe even put you in a mind game of your own, or even sell yourself to some good credits, or even some good words, or even some good skills, or even hone in on some problematic situations that you could come up with to look into. It says time and time again you see yourself with Virgo, or Virgo seeing themselves with you, but you don't have to stay there with Virgo if you don't feel like they're going to live with you or feel comfortable with you. So sometimes they will miss out on things, or even let things slide, or even joke about it just to move on. It says no one needs to speak about you in bad ways, and they see themselves in better ways moving on, but they see great news as they move on past the situation with you. Good karma is coming. So let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with Libra and Sag. Libra dumped you, but it says Libra doesn't want to dump you too. They really witness ideas that they can help you with and solve your problem. It says they see that they don't want to deal with you all the time, but they do sometimes, and they realize that they don't need to speak to you all the time. They really let go of things that have anything to do with you or the mind of theirs. It says great news is there for the Libra right now that feels like blessings are there for them and their parents, or even a father, or even a mother, or even friends, or even things of that nature. They just want to support with their families, and never mind why. They just have blessings with their families, and good karma is there with you. It's just that they see you as someone that's not going to be communicating things in a good way to them, or they see beneficial things that can work out with you, and they try to warn themselves that great news can come, but not always with you, and sometimes with you, but not always with you. But brainwashing them is not going to help, or even seeing that things can support them in the way that they view things can support you or support them, but it does poorly do so when their arrogance or their ignorance gets away with it. It does say they'd rather look into things on their own or see that they can support their own minds. So they will see poor judgment with you at the time, or even now, or even in the future, but sometimes they will look at you and help you and even support you. and even with things that you want to. But try and warn yourself. If you're with a Libra, it's going to be trial and error, and see why. It says blessings are there, but curses are there too. It says don't rate me, or don't rate me. Don't rate me in my mind. It says dogma is there, and police custody or negative energy is there with them at this time in their mind, or things that they've got to sort out, or things that they need to do or deliver. They will not hear everything that you've got to say, but they sort out everything in their minds and probably solve everything that they need to do, one after the other, or time and time again. They're just always doing what they've got to do to release themselves from negative mental stress. All right, so let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Scorpio does not want to hear from Sag, and Sag doesn't want to hear from Scorpio, but it does say many times over they will see things that they need to work on together and solve the situation many times over, in their minds or in their hearts or in their feelings. Sometimes they will see blessings come to them, and sometimes the worst come out of each other. It says sometimes you realize many times over Scorpio is going to be there for you and sort out things and things of that nature. It does say Scorpio does not want to hear that Sag is always there, at times peeling back their mind and telling them off, or getting on their nerves, or trying to bring them down, or weather the storm on them. It says sometimes Sag can be too rough or too harsh with them, but they wouldn't want to hear that bad news is there all the time. So they're letting go of mean mind games of Sag so they can move on, or see that blessings are there with Sag so they can support each other. It says mentally they stress each other at times, but they give each other support and good karma if they can work together and see the differences in each other's meaningful information, or even spells or root works, or many times over good karma with their curses, or many times over with their blessings. And blessings is something they need right now. It says blessings is on its way to you, Sag, through Scorpio, or Scorpio to you. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Capricorn and Sag. Okay. Oh, Capricorn does not want to speak to Sag, and Sag doesn't want to speak to Capricorn, but Capricorn is not feeling at their best today, or feels like down in the weather is something that they felt, and doesn't really feel this really, but they do feel like something's going on with them and don't understand themselves. They see who they are as individuals and don't want to hone in on stress all the time. This is related to issues in their mind, is problems with people, and want to know if they can see someone or understand them for who they are. It does say smoking weed is not going to always be the answer for them, but sometimes they do look forward to good karma with other things they're doing, or maybe even releasing themselves from problematic situations and letting go of the drugs or even the alcohol. Sometimes they need to look forward to blessings coming in and serving their mind with blessings and good karma. It says sorting out their problems is going to be good for them, and seeing you is really helping the situation, and really readily want to support you with things that they've got going on. But it does say you have to warn yourself, take your time with them today, or maybe even this week, because they do need to see how they can support themselves and move on past issues, or even mental grief or stress, or even related issues with personal hygiene or family issues, or even things of that nature. They just want to hear that blessings are coming and how they can hone in and stroke their ego a little bit more. It says sometimes they realize they need support, but all the time they need to support their minds, or even put it back, or even hold on too tightly to what they need or don't need. They just got to see which way it's going with you and how you can support them, as the individual Sag will have individual skills, connections, ideas, or information to support them with many different things today. Okay, what's going on with, I'm hearing venom as well, like someone's still kind of whacking up something in the background. So let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't want to hear from you, and Pisces is the one that wants to chime in. So Aquarius does not know how to support everything that they've got going on, but it does say Aquarius does know that they need Capricorn's mind games, or even to play them a little bit. It does say they see blessings come to them, but they don't know how to support everything, and they will put themselves back a step if they have to see blessings come to them once more. Okay, let's see what's going on with Pisces. It says Pisces doesn't want to speak, but Pisces had a word to themselves about you. It says Pisces knows that they speak to you directly at times, but they realize they don't want to hurt you. They just realize sometimes they don't even want to speak to you or spend time looking into you, or even helping you with your address, or even your journey, or even things that you've got going on in your life where you've said you've got to move or even move out, or maybe even support your lifestyle with things that you've got going on. They just know that they really need support with their minds at this time and don't know how to support it. They help each other at times, but they don't know how to help one another. And sometimes they help each other enough to move past the situation, but not enough to say that they've got it all together. They really do love you and they want to support you, but they don't know how to help each other with everything that they do, or even murmur to themselves, because sometimes they need support with their lifestyle and everything that they've got going on. But it says sometimes Pisces need so much help to the point where they need help and no one else don't get none. Pisces is causing concern for people that want to help them when they need help, when Pisces is not always going to be available. But Pisces needs some support today, and maybe poorly judging you is not going to help the situation. So maybe you can see how you can support a Pisces, or maybe let them down and let them see that they're no longer going to be in your mind. Let them know that you can have good karma with them and support them, or maybe tell them off, or tell them that you can't give them whatever it is that they need right now. Okay. So that was your messages. I'm hearing emails, so I don't know, some of you guys are getting some type of email. Let's see what else is going on. I'm hearing love matters concern, email or address, or something to do with wedding plans or letters or sexual content, or something here with someone that wants to know your business, or even speaking about you and what you know, or where you're going and what you're doing. It says someone here wants to know what's going on with you and is supporting the idea to poorly judge you or put you back in your mind about it, like what it is that you want to know from them. Okay, we've got retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. So some of you guys may be going on a honeymoon soon. Some of you guys are just disconnecting from the world, and some of you guys are just, you know, maybe relocating or taking the time out, or maybe taking a trip, you know, or just becoming quiet, you know. So let's see what's going on, you know, protecting your own business. Someone here is trying to get involved with your mind and your love life and wants to know everything about you, by the way. Someone wants to see if they can take from you, steal from you, even call you out, or maybe even tell you that you're not good enough. But someone here is really trying to create havoc for you and doesn't know how to move past the situation. That's a little side message. Okay, let's see what's going on with your other angel messages. It says gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Okay. It says there's nothing to worry about. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. Okay. Universal messages. Okay. It says, I am the dreamer of my dreams. Some of you guys could be in deep thought, or maybe someone's in deep thought about you. All right. Angel numbers. Number 31, number 53, number 6, number 8, number 40, number 15, number 55, number 5, number 14, and number 4. Okay, my lovelies, that was your reading. I will speak to you again in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.